Hey, so good day everyone, and especially to our teacher, Miss Rose Ann Roas. We are the group 2 and we are here to do our report about communication.
So, communication, the telephone personality. The telephone voice gives the caller an idea about the kind of a person he or she is talking to. Make your voice smile.
When making a call, dial the correct number. Allow time to unanswer. The friend might be in the bathroom or cooking in the kitchen. Identify oneself. Hello, this is Leah Imperial. May I please speak with Jing?
If by chance it is her mom who answers, say hello, Miss Miranda. This is Lay. May I please ask speak? Sorry guys. Guys, okay lang ba repeat? Kakadating ko lang kasi sa bahay galing school. Sorry. Okay lang.
Sige lang, sige.
Dapat na lang yun. Okay lang yun.
Okay, kakat lang.
If by chance it is her mom who answers, say hello, Miss Miranda. This is Lay. May I please speak with Jing? Parents will have a better impressions of the caller if telephone courtesies are observed. If the persons being called is not around, leave a message stating where you can be reached or request a return call. Do not forget to leave name and phone number.
When answering a call, this is Leah. This is Leah speaking. To know who is calling, simply ask, may I know who's on the line? Never say who is this to others because it can be rude.
Instead, you may say, may I tell her who called? Or may I tell her who is calling? If the call is for someone else, call the person, do not shout. When a phone call is for a person who is not available, tell the caller he can call again. Ask him if he wants a return call. Get name and phone number.
Ending the call. Who closes the conversation? The caller. But if the person, the one who called, starts to end the conversation, he says, I will meet you at the canteen tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then, that is the cue that the conversation is over. The person who received the call may say, Goodbye, thank you for calling, and hang up.
Sige.
Skip lang yung wala.
Yung social call ata yung sa akin.
Next slide.
Yan. Game na. Social calls, invitations, acceptances, and regrets may be done by phone if the party is an informal one. If inviting, be sure to give the details, date, time, place, and the time if it is necessary. If accepting by phone, repeat the date, time, and other important details, and perhaps end it with, I would love to come.
If you would not be able to make it after accepting an invitation because of illness or family plans, call the host as soon as possible. It is certainly polite to let the host hostess to know the change of plans.
On hold. When talking on the phone, a special tone will indicate another incoming call. This is known as call waiting. Ask permission first from the caller to take care of the second caller and promise to get back to him quickly. By depressing the switch hook, the first caller is put on hold while the second call is answered.
Skip na yan. Answering machine. Even if it's an answering machine, courtesy should be given at the sound of the beep. The answering machine should not be open unless one intends to return the call. Return call should be done as soon as possible unless one is out of town.
If the answering machine is used by the family, a sample of the right message for the caller would be, "This is the Imperial Residence. We are sorry we are unable to take your call now. But if you leave your name, telephone number, and message at the sound of the tone, we will get back to you as soon as possible." Or simply, "You have reached 6780000. Please leave name, telephone number, and brief message after the tone."
The caller should give name and time of call, identify the person one is calling, leave phone number, request a return call. Hello, this is Selena Asada calling for Jing. Please call back at this number.
How to handle obscene or nuisance callers. Hang up immediately. If repeated unwanted calls are done, you may request a change in phone number. A gadget known as caller ID is useful.
In video or audio cassette, it is a form of correspondence that can beautifully substitute for letters, especially for dear relatives and friends. Aside from images, one can hear the voices of their loved ones. Just make sure that the equipment receiving the tape is compatible for viewing.
Kinantos na lang yung akin para meron siya.
Nantas mag-open cam ka. Yun na lang yung kay Joanne.
Wait lang.
Babasahin na.
Ano ba yan? Yan, the fax machine. Yan ba? Yan ba yung babasahin ko? The fax machine.
Oo.
May, ano?
Pakita mo mukha mo.
Saan ba ito? The fax. The fax machine. Okay, simulan ko na po. The fax machine. Fax has made written communication an instant process. Private communication cannot be guaranteed since the transmission can be read by anyone who happens to be near the machine. Oh. The fax is not for personal notes, confidential.
Isa lang, isa lang.
Okay, isa lang ba?
Kalma mo.
Cut na lang yun, cut na lang.
Sige, sorry.
Okay lang.
Game na. The fax is not for personal notes, confidential information, law materials, and junk mail.
Manners. Dictate not more than 5-page, ample margins 1 to 1/2 inches all around. If fax is urgent, confirm receipt of fax and check if it received by intended person. Give way to someone who has only 1 or 2 page to fax if you have a lot to send. Be sure to check machine paper supplies after producing a lot of materials.
Cell phone. A modern technology convenient for instant availability whenever or wherever a message must be sent. Effectively used to call for assistance, urgent calls, collect messages.
Cell phone manners. In the street, keep voice down. Do not engage I sell yell. Be courteous enough to ask for permission for people who will be inconvenient. When with others, ask to be excused to make the call. When visiting friends or colleagues, switch off. It is rude to interrupt phone conversations.
Answer the phone quietly and immediately. If friends know each other, they may be included in the conversation. More than two calls during a meal is discouraged. Switch off. Make calls short. Just like bags, no cell phones should be placed on the dining table.
Text messaging. Text messaging. According to studies, Filipino are the heaviest users of text messaging in the world. Text messaging simplifies life. As the number of wireless phone users increases, there is a need for good mobile manners.
Most telephone manners are applicable to text messaging. Do not forget basic courtesies as hello, hi, please, and thank you. Answer text messages as soon as possible. Chances are you can expect a reply immediately unless the person is unavailable at the moment. If you know the person's schedule, avoid sending text messages when he is unable to respond.
Ako na ba? Sila ba yun last?
Oo.
Kasi. Mistaken or obscene text messages are best ignored. If you can identify or trace the constant annoying sender, you may file charges against him or her. Make sure text messages are clear or concise to avoid misunderstanding and misinterpretation. Give importance to the person you are talking to. He's still a real person.
Skip na yan. CIO, check it out. CUL8R, see you later. DRIB, don't read if busy. EG, evil green. FYI, for your information, F to F, face to face.
G2G, got to go, LOL, laughing out loud, ROFL, rolling on the floor laughing, PNX, thanks, WB, welcome back.
Netiquette: communicating online via the internet entails a language on its own. It involves carrying a conversation through a machine. The internet has shrunk the world at the click of the mouse. Text, video, and audio stream into the user's monitor and provide him with information.
This communication technology has come up with a set of rules on courtesy in cyberspace. This is known as netiquette. When communicating electronically, always remember that the person you are conversing with has feelings more or less like your own. He's a real person.
When sending email messages, top address should include personal name. Have a subject line in the message. Message should be kept brief and to the point. There should be only one subject at a time. A person will be judged by the quality of the writing.
Correct grammar, spelling is needed. Fully prepared messages can lead to misunderstanding. Do not abbreviate unless you understand meanings. Read and review messages before sending them. When sending a reply, check and answer email messages promptly.
Sinantos na lang ulit.
Nag-live si Nantes.
Hindi ako nag-leave.
Okay.
Part of the original message must be included for community. Second is check where and to whom reply is addressed. To select an automatic reply or answer is guaranteed is no guarantee that the return message reach the sender. And third is a student who uses the computer for reports and papers should avoid the temptation of stopping studies in favor of chats.
Be aware it can also be used for illegal activities. Therefore, be careful with people one meets online. Word written are stored where one has to control over them when communicating through cyberspace. So any topics one is uncomfortable with in an email transmission should be avoided.
A useful test for anything about to be posted on mail is to ask yourself this question. Can I say this to a person's face? If the answer is no, then rewrite and reread again and again until you are comfortable. After all, these are real people.
Tips to remember: email should not be used to harm people, should not harass, threaten, or eventually embarrass another participant, should not snoop another people's files, computer resources without permissions. Tapos na.
Kaya, mag-outro pa nga pala ako. Okay. So these are the uses, etiquettes, and some manners about communication or telecommunication. We are the group 2, and thank you for listening.
Bye!
Tapos na ba?
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck sa mag-edit.